We are wrapped up here at Kentucky Lake for stop number 2 of the Central Division of the Costa FLW Series. I've got our champion Steve Floyd with me here today. Steve, you just told me a second ago that you told some buddies you were going to throw a little party if you won this thing, but you didn't think you had any chance of actually winning it. Now I think you're going to be paying the tab because you came back from almost 9 pounds back today to win this thing. What's it feel like?
Oh, it's unbelievable. I mean, I went out today. I didn't have any idea that I could win. I just, I wanted to catch a good limit, try to finish in the top 5, and about noon, you guys seen I caught that fish. I don't know. I think it was an 8.5 pound fish.
Yeah, I think it was 8.7 or something like that.
Yeah, and it was just amazing. I mean, I caught it. My boys were actually had my other boat out there following me, the other Ranger they were in, and they followed me today in the rain, and they were troopers, man. And they got to watch me catch that fish. It was great. Yeah,
we had a pretty good storm roll through this morning, dumped a bunch of rain on us. And did that affect your bite at all? I mean, it doesn't feel like it did.
Well, every day, the other 2 days, the fish bit better later in the day, especially when the sun was out. And today, I'll tell you right off the bat this morning, it was raining and they were biting. So it seemed to really kind of turn them on this morning.
Of course you were flipping. So typically you think that sun really drives them into the bushes and stuff like that and puts them on a target. It makes them a little easier to catch. Didn't really hurt them though then.
No, I think the ones that were there were already, they were in there to spawn and they weren't leaving, and they were in the real shallow bushes, and I just went flipping. The rain and with a little bit of wind chop, I think that makes them not so spooky and a little easier to catch.
Now you said you were a little surprised as far as the way that the flipping bite went. It's basically not the deeper bushes, but a little bit shallower bushes. Break that down for us a little bit, what you were keying on.
The water was summer pool 359, and normally about 360, 61, it's really good flipping here. It seems like the bigger fish like to be in a little bit deeper bushes, a little more water over their head. And a lot of them are done spawning. There's still some to come, and some on the beds. And I think the water's been stable for a week or so, only inching up or down an inch or two, and I think those bigger fish just got in the bushes, the real shallow bushes this week. And I was pitching over top of the deeper bushes to get to the shallow bushes. That's where it seemed the fish were. So kind of a little different. Normally they're on the outer bushes when the water's a little bit low. But this week it seemed like they were in the real shallow bushes.
Okay. Well, all week long, guys, we're talking about will they get out on the ledges? When are those post-spawn fish going to start to load up? This place, obviously, Kentucky Lake known for its ledge bite, and we had some big name guys in the field that are ledge experts. It's been a little while since the flipping bite's really been the deal though here in the spring, because it seems like every year that ledge thing starts earlier and earlier. Were you committed to the flipping bite 100%?
Yeah, I mean, I was committed. I've been coming here my whole life in May and catching fish, flipping, shallow. And when this tournament came out and it was in late April, I thought, flipping, we might have a shot. So I was worried about the ledge bite, but I still think there's more to come. So it worked out this time, for the flippers.
The guys in the top 10 who were flipping said one big bite a day. You got to have that one big bite. An 8.7 goes a long way toward making up a 9 pound deficit, but you got those big bites every day, right?
Yeah, I had a 5 pounder on day 1, and I had one 5 pounder on day 2, and then this 8 pounder. So I got one big bite each day. I lost a couple in the 4 pound range that I thought would hurt me, but that happens when you get wrap them up. So I was lucky to get one big bite. There's not a lot of them up there, but there was enough. So.
Willow islands on the main lake, or back in the creeks?
I fished a little bit of islands out towards the main lake. I also fished some small pockets. I fished a couple bigger creeks. So I was kind of all over. There was fish. You just had to get in the right little areas with the shallow bushes. So.
Gotcha. Well, we got to know one more thing. The key bait. That's what everybody wants to know. What were you flipping this week?
I was flipping a Berkeley Havoc pit boss. It didn't really, green pumpkin. It didn't really matter color-wise, and a 1/2 ounce tungsten sinker, Strike King tungsten weight, and 30-pound Seagar line.
1/2 ounce, you said?
1/2 ounce.
Gotcha. Yep. Well, your angler profile says you're from Leesburg, Ohio, but the truth is you're kind of a local to some extent, because your son he fishes for Bethel University, right?
Yep. Yeah, my son's going to Bethel. He's on the bass team, and I ended up buying a house in Paris a year ago, and so I've been coming down here every weekend. We got our 2 Ranger boats, and and we keep them right here in Paris. I don't even fish in Ohio anymore. How can you when you got this lake?
No kidding. Well, that sounds like a real awful situation you got going there. And now with the value of the boat and the cash money you won, almost $90,000. Sounds like you're gonna be living large down here in Paris, Tennessee for a little while.
Yeah, heck yeah, I think I will.
Awesome.
I think I might stay a week.
Well, Steve Floyd, he is your champion here on Kentucky Lake. The bush bite was going on this week here. It wasn't about the ledges, it was a flipping deal. Steve got it done.